So I'm very happy that I'm doing this morning. This is one of my goals today, and I just have to shoot this video and move on. So today we're going to be talking about communication skills, but before that, my next video I'll be talking about this beautiful book, which is Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. So this guy is actually very good in writing something relating to this. He's a creative himself, and since we are creatives and by designers, developers, and stuff like that, for us to push ourselves out there to show our work, particularly, is very important. So it was actually the one that wrote Still Like an Artist. So you can actually see Share Like an Artist too, that and that book too. So those two books I've read Still Like an Artist, but I'll still read Share Like an Artist. But next video I'll be talking about this beautiful book. I'm not yet done with it, but I've read a lot. I've read more than half of it currently, so I will share you the little things I learned so far from it, which will be important for you. But communication skills today is a very important thing you have to know as a developer, as a designer, or whatever you are, a writer or anything. But the most important thing is, if you're working remotely, is really important for you to really know how to communicate with your styles, your people you work with. So my name is James and I work alone currently. So I work alone. That means that I'm a solopreneur or I'm a freelancer or whatever you call it. But I'm just working alone, and I will show you the mistakes I've done and what exactly I'm doing to really have a good communication skills, which is very important to you as a developer. So stay with me and let's move on. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, it's very important for you to do so, because I want a lot of people to really learn a lot of things, not really technical, and my challenge will actually be based on some interviews with people about technical skills, right? That's the only thing I will do. I'm doing a lot of tutorial videos and all, but the most important thing I want to do is I want to make sure that every developers and every beginners, intermediates really knows how people communicate, and which is very important to me. I'm not really a senior developer or whatever. I'm still learning. All of us are learning, right? But at least I've had experience, which I want to just show my own perspective to you guys. So if you like this and if you want more of this, subscribe or perhaps share it to your friend that really need it. The first thing I want you guys to know is the mistake I've made so far. So the first mistake I've made so far is there was one guy I met through freelancing platform. The person is not person is maybe, I guess, from Germany, yeah. So he speaks German, of course, and I really don't understand that language at all. But he messaged me with English, definitely. So you understand that I don't understand his own language, but I understand what I have to understand, which is the programming language I have to use, right? The major thing that really happened is the communication skills, and we didn't really work very well. I thought this guy that he has to explain everything to me. As a client, you won't really understand what he really wants. Do you get? You just understand the okay, this is what I want, kind of roughly, but I'm trying to explain that this is not really possible. Since you have some client already, it won't really work out. But I don't know. So I didn't really work on this project again. I focused on other people's projects because I didn't know that there's something. But I started the project and it really affected me. Actually, it affected me. But the mistake I made was I shouldn't have accepted that project at all, since I know that I don't understand his language and he also is not patient. But I won't know though, I don't know. But there are a lot of ways I should have actually taken to kind of resolve that. You need to understand communication skills, like why you really need to really focus on it. So every other skills, technical skills are things that people really focus on majorly. But there are other skills that you have to focus on too, like communication skills. You will think you really understand this, or you until maybe your PR just comes and like, oh, we have to do this again, maybe like 10 times, and you'll be so pissed. Like most people are like that. I'm also like that at the point. But I understand that there's something about business and there's something about work. As far as it is work, as far as somebody's paying you, the person has the right to review. And if you have a kind of agreement that, okay, this job is not done until like you finish the work completely, or until I'm okay with the project. Okay, so the major thing you have to understand is people are paying you for this. If people are not paying for this, you can complain no matter what. I don't really care. But even if the person is not paying you, the person can refer you later on if you do a good work for the person. So if you're trying to do anything, the most important thing you have to understand is this person going to refer me after this job? Do they really like my service after this job? You have to always ask yourself those kind of questions. So the major thing is, why am I going to really learn about communication skills? Yeah, so just mean, but the only thing is just kind of program yourself that you want to be the best. Okay, you want to you want to you want people to view you to the extent that they can refer you to other people. Okay, if people cannot vouch for you or people cannot refer you to other people, that's very, very bad. This current time, a lot of people are looking for tech jobs. Even me personally, I'm looking for like tech jobs, like stronger. But I still have a job that I'm really working on. But to be honest, I can understand that if you don't have people out there, if you don't have friends, if you don't have network, you might not really get what you might not really get these jobs. So the ones you have currently, make sure that you do the job very well so that they can refer you to other people. That's the best way you can get any job right now in tech. But that one is for another day. Communication tools you need to know. The communication tools I personally use. So currently I'm working on the job, not a job, a project with some people, and it's a Nigerian job, but is they paid quite well. So I'm actually designing first before going to the front end, and someone else is doing the back end. So the major thing is I want to actually I was trying to pass some information to the person that this is how you can preview. I don't want to go on a call with the person, so I was trying to explain it on WhatsApp. I was like, oh, okay, see, just give me some minutes. I will do the video recording and then I will send you the link. So the tool I always use is Loom, and Loom is very, very, very simple. So Loom is very, very simple to an extent that you can just use the platform. Is extremely just simple. So if you don't have Loom, you can actually install the extension, you can sign up, you can log in, and everything is extremely simple. All what you just need, you don't have to show your face in most of these things. Okay, you don't have to show your face. So there's another thing that you can also do is just to jump on call, but I don't really do that because I think it's waste time sometime. So in every company I always work for recently, I always do the call maybe like once in a month. Is because I have good communication skills apart from like going on a call and stuff like that, right? So the best way I think you can actually do all this thing is you can, the way you write things down for people to understand is very important. Okay, write things down to let people understand that this is what you are trying to talk about. Okay, so make it very explanatory. Don't use ChatGPT, of course. I'm sure that a lot of people a lot of people always use ChatGPT for anything. You rephrase and stuff like that. We are humans and our feelings are actually part of what we type or like what we say. So if you can jump on a call with people, it is very good. But if you are jumping on a call every time and then, I don't think it will be much more productive. The time you're going on a call, you can use it to do something else, right? So the most efficient one is if you can screen record your video. It is very, very good. Screen record, explain to them, send the link to the person, and that's all. So another thing that you have to actually understand about communication skills is you have to understand some technical skills in other people's aspects. For example, if you are a designer, you have to understand what the front end developer needs. So that means that you might actually want to check one or two tutorial videos on some aspects in front end. For example, you're trying to use Grid, which to so the front end developer say, okay, let's use CN, right? There are actually some libraries, some assets you have to download for Shadcn and for you to be able to use something relating to that, right? So it's very important for you to understand what your other guys need, right? What backend, for example, front end and backend, you are trying to do some little things. You don't have to really get a lot of things from backend that you don't really need. So you can just tell your developers that, okay, this is what I'm actually expecting from you. these some keys I want, and these are some responses I want to get when I'm trying to send requests to these endpoints. So it's very important for you to understand some little things from the other person. So that's why some tutorial videos, when they are trying to list it out for you, web development, for example, you start with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, go to JavaScript frameworks, and then you move to something relating to Node, right? Something relating to backend, so that you can understand. So it depends on you which one you want to specialize on, which one you want to continue to be doing. Do you get? So the most important thing is you have to just understand the broad test skills about it, and when you understand that, it is very, very important to you. So I'll actually be stopping here today, but I think you guys have learned something. If you are trying to use your if you are trying to really communicate well, just do your best to record the video and try as much as possible to write very well when you are trying to explain things, some technical skills, especially when you are trying to explain to a PM. That PM might not really know what you're trying to say, but if you try to use a layman term, understand, they will try to understand what you are trying to say. And you can also tag some messages so that people will understand very well, especially if you are using Slack. I personally don't use Slack very well. I'm actually in some companies using Slack, some agency and all, but I really don't like that platform, to be honest. Because of the sound. So anyhow, it is very, very good to really understand communication skills. You guys will enjoy it very well as a developer, as an artist, as a designer, as a writer, whatever. As long as you're working with people, you have to understand what they will expect from you, like communication things that they will expect from you. So that's where we're going to stop today, and I want you guys to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And of course, I really want to share this book with you guys. I really want to share your work by Austin Kleon. So that's where we're going to end today, and see you guys. Thank you.